Welcome to Beyond Tutoring, personalized learning for every student. Learn, grow, achieve.
Hi kids, so today we are going to see the topic fraction. In the fraction, we are going to cover the topics comparing fraction, fraction of amounts, equivalent fraction, addition and subtraction of fraction, problems on that, word problems on that. Okay, so the first topic is before moving to these topics, we can see what is a fraction means. A fraction means related to, so consider a whole shape. A whole thing is the whole thing means it can be either a group of animals or group of flowers, or consider a shape itself is a group. It is made up of, this shape is made up of different parts. So this shape, it is made up of three different triangles. So all these three parts, when joined, you will get a whole shape like this. So this whole shape is made up of three parts, three different triangles. They are equal size. So when you look at these triangles, so this is a whole shape, and this whole shape is made up of three parts, and we can see that all the three parts are same. So fraction means a whole object when it is divided into different parts and you are selecting one of the part. So now so this shape is made up of three triangle, and I am selecting one shape from that. So what is the fraction of that shape selected? So fraction of this shape selected. So there were total three parts were there. Out of this three part, you selected one part. So it is 1/3. Now consider a whole circle. So this whole circle is made up of four parts. This whole circle is made up of four parts. So it is a quarter, and you are selecting one of this part. So I am selecting this part. So out of this total four parts, I am selecting one part. So what is the fraction? I selected one part out of total four parts. So 1/4 or a quarter. 1/4 is called a quarter. So you are selected one part from the total four parts. So the fraction is 1/4 or a quarter. 1/4 or a quarter. So now look at these shapes. You want to write the fraction for this shaded region. So first question I will do for you. Remaining question you can do by your own. So 1, 2, 3. Total three parts. Total three parts are there. Out of these three parts, only one part is shaded. That means fraction of shaded part. Fraction of shaded part, which is equal to total one part shaded. So total one part shaded. So the shaded, only one part shaded over three total parts. One part shaded over three, bottom one represents the total parts the shape is made up of. So look at this. So you can see blocks, only one yellow block and remaining are colored blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Total 6 blocks, out of 6 blocks, only one block is yellow. So how do you write that in fraction? Fraction of yellow block is equal to 1 over 6. So now look at this. So we can see 3 plates are there. 1, 2, 3. So these 3 plates have same number of biscuits, you can see. It has also 4, it has also 4, it has also 4. So the total part here is 3. 3 plates. Total 3 plates are there. And if you are selecting only one part, selecting one part means, how do you write that in fraction? You are selecting only one part out of 3 plates. So 1 over 3, that is 1/3. 1/3 plate you selected. So next topic we are going to see is comparing fractions. In comparing fractions, there are 3 different ways we can compare depending upon the type of fraction. First is comparing unit fraction, comparing fractions with same denominator, comparing fractions with different denominator. So 3 subunits are the unit fraction, comparing fraction with same denominator, comparing fractions with different denominator. So we can see first comparing fractions with unit fraction, comparing unit fraction. So what do you mean by unit fraction? Means if the numerator is 1, if the numerator is 1, we call it as unit fraction. So what is a unit fraction? When the numerator is 1, only one part is there, then we call it as unit fraction. So now look here, half means only one part is selected. Out of the 2 parts, only one part is selected. So half has this much region is therefore a half. 1/3 means out of 3 parts, only one part is selected. Out of 3 parts, only one part is selected. Out of 3 parts, only one part is selected. 1/4 or a quarter means out of 4 parts, only one part is selected. Out of 4 parts, only one part is selected. 1/8 means out of 8 parts, only 4 part is selected. That is one part. So now look at the region. So which unit fraction has more region? So when you look at the unit fractions, half has more region. So it has more region. 1/3 has less compared to half. Quarter has less compared to 1/3, and the lowest is 1/8. So now look at a. So when you look at these fractions, unit fractions, we can see as the denominator of unit fraction increases, the fraction become smaller. So you can see half has this much region is the 1/3 has smaller. So as the denominator increase, so we can observe that as denominator becomes larger, fractions is getting smaller. That is one thing you can figure out from this thing. As the denominator get bigger, the fraction get smaller. Now comparing the fractions with same numerator. So numerator is same. So look here, same thing. So this is 1/2. This is 1/3. This is 1/4. This is 1/5. This is 1/6. So as the denominator increases, the fraction it is getting smaller. So the highest fraction is 1/2, 1/3, 1/4, 1/5 and 1/6. So as the fraction, the denominator is getting bigger, the fraction is getting smaller. So first question is done for you. Second question, you can shade the circles and figure out which one is bigger or smaller. Now consider sixth question I will do for you. Sixth and seventh question I will do for you. Remaining questions you can do by your own. So 2/5. So 2/5 means how many parts you have to shade? 2 parts you have to shade. 2/5 means you have to shade 2 parts. So 2 parts you are sharing. 1/2 means 1 part you are sharing. So which is more? You can share like this so that you can figure out which is more. So which is more, 2/4, 2/5 or a half? So you can see a half is greater than 2/5. So less than 1/3 and 2/6. So you can shade 1/3 means only one part. You have to shade both the circles, you have to shade the same region, otherwise you will not get whether it is, if you shade here, you cannot compare it. So in order to compare it properly, you shade the same region so you can figure out the, so 2/6. So 2/6 is this much, 1/3 is this much. So when you look at these two fractions, you can see both have same region. So 1/3 and 2/6 both have same region. So both are equal. So remaining question you can do as by your own. Comparing fractions with same denominator. So look here, there are total 1, 2, 3 parts are there and only 1 parts are shaded. So 1/3. So look here, here also 3 parts are there, 2 parts are shaded. So 2/3. So both have same denominator, but 2/3 has more region, more amount is more region shaded in 2/3. That means 1/3 is less than 2/3 because 2/3 2 parts are shaded. So more region is shaded in 2/3. So we can say that 2/3 is greater than 1/3. Now look at the second question. So total 7 parts are there. Out of 7 parts, 4 parts are shaded. So 4/7. So total 7 parts are there, 6 parts are shaded. So when you look at this both cases, so in the second case it has more region shaded. So 6/7 is greater than 4/7. 6/7 is greater than 4/7. Now next topic is comparing fractions with a different denominator. How do you compare the fractions? So in order to compare this fraction, what you have to do is you have to draw a cross. So 5, from 5 you have to draw to 4. From 7 you have to draw to 3. Then you have to multiply. Multiply 4 with 5. 3 with 7. So 4 times 5 is 20. 3 times 7 is 21. That means 21 is greater than 20. So 4 over 7 is less than 3 over 5. So how to do this problem? You have to draw a line, cross. So how do you draw cross? Like this. That means 5 you have to multiply with 4 and 7 you have to multiply by 3. So 4 times 5 20, 3 times 7 21. So 21 is greater than 20. So 4 over 7 less than 3 over 5. Just like that you draw a cross. So 2 times 7, 3 times 4. So 2 times 7 is 14. 4 times 3 is 12. So 14 is greater than 12. So 2 over 3 is greater than 4 over 7. Similarly, draw a cross. 5 times 4 times 5 and 2 times 10. So 4 times 5 is 20. 2 times 10 is 20. So both are same. 20. So equal to. Both are same. Equal to. Okay, so this problem you can do as practice problem. This problem you can do as practice. So next we are going to see what is fraction of an amount. So what do you mean by fraction of amount? Means from a group you are selecting this many fraction of animals or fraction of birds. From a group you are finding out the fraction, that is called fraction of amount. So look at this problem. So you have 1/4. You have to take 1/4 of birds. So there are many birds are there. Out of this bird you have to select 1/4 of birds. For that you have to select the count the number of birds. So total 8 birds are there. Out of this 8 birds you need 1/4 of birds. So how do you do? You have to do 1/4 times 8. So what operation you have to do? 8 divided by 4. What is 8 divided by 4? 2. So out of this 8 birds you are selecting 2 birds. Out of 8 birds you are selecting 2 birds. So what operation you are doing? 1/4 times 8. 8 is the total number of birds there. You want to get a quarter bird from 8 birds. So 8 divided by 4, that is 2. So now look at, you have to get 1/3 of fish. So first you count the number of fishes. So total 12 fishes are there. So you want to get 1/3 of fish. That means you want to times 1/3 times 12. For that you have to do 12 divided by 3. 12 divided by 3 is 4. So out of this 12 birds, 12 fishes, you want to get 4 fish. That is 1/3 of fish. 1/3 total 12 fishes are there. Out of that you need to get 1/3 of fish, means you have to divide 12 divided by 3, that is equal to 4. So 4 fishes. So next is 1/5 of sheep. So first you count the number of sheep. So total 15 sheep are there. So you want to do 1/5. times 15, that means 15 divided by 5. 15 divided by 5. 15 divided by 5 is 3. So you have to select 3 sheets. You have to select 3 sheets. So next is 1/6 of hippos. First count the number of hippos. So total 18 hippos are there. So you want to do 1/6 times 18. That means 18 divided by 6, that is 3. So 3 hippos. So you can 1/2 of 10 means 10 divided by 2, that is 5. 1/3 of 80 means 1/3 times 80, that is 80 divided by 3, that is 6. 18 divided by 3, 10 divided by 2, that is 6. 1/5 times 20 means 20 divided by 5, that is 4. 1/4 of 24 means 24 divided by 4, that is 6. So E and G you can do by your own. 2/3 of 15 means 2/3 times 15. First you want to divide 15 divided by 3, you will get 5. Then you have 2. So 2 times the answer gives you 10. So what is the answer? 10. First you divide with 3. 15 divided by 3, you will get an answer. You will get an answer. First you divide the number with 3. The amount is, this is the amount. First you divide the amount with 3. Then you multiply the answer with the 2. So you will get the final answer 10. Okay, so 35 days, same, 2/5. 2/5 times 35. So what is the first step? Division. 35 divided by 5. So answer is 7. That answer 7 times numerator 2, that is 14. So answer is 14, since they are saying about 14 days, 14 days. So the final answer you have to write whatever thing is given, days, kilogram, kilometer, you have to write that. So here they are saying 1 kilometer. So we, in order to do this type of problem, 1 kilometer, 1 day, 1 millimeters or 1 kilogram, what do you have to do? You want to convert that into meters. So 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meters. So after converting, you can do 1/5 times 1000. So when you divide 1000 by 5, you will get 200. Then that answer 200 times the numerator is 4, you will get 800. So what is the answer? 800 meters. So you can do B, D, E and F. So you can do this also as practice problems. So you want to, next problem, type of problem is work out the largest of each of the pairs. So it is given 1/3 of 21 and half of 12. So you want to first figure out What is 1/3 of 21? 1/3 of 21 means 21 divided by 3, that is 7. 1/2 of 12 means 12 divided by 2, that is 6. So which is greater? 7 is greater than 6. So 1/3 of 21 is greater than 1/2 of 12. So you can do all these problems as practice problems. You can do by your own. This also you can do by your own. So when they are giving day, you want to convert days into hours. Okay, so this is word problem. In this word problem, it is given Andrew and Becky was leading. So Andrew made it 5/12 of the way down. Becky made it 7/12 of the way down. So you are asked to figure out who went further. For that, what you have to do? Andrew. What is the fraction of Andrew? Andrew is 5/12 of way down. So then Becky 7/12 of way down. So which fraction is more? 7/12 is more. So we can say Becky is more. So comparison means you have to do this type of, you want to check which fraction is more or less. So you can do remaining problems by your own. A group of boys made a pile of snowballs. Charles made 1/3 of balls. Danny made 1/5 of snowballs. Who made more? It is simply comparison. So first step, you write what all things are given. Charles 1/3. So Danny 1/5. So it is a unique unit fraction. So we know that as the denominator becomes bigger, the fraction decreases. So we can figure out which is, so for every word problem you have to write what all things are given in the question, what are the fractions given, and figure out what are they asked for. So what are they asked for? Who made more? So just comparison. Okay, so this problem you can do by your own. This problem you can do by your own. This problem, it is also comparison problem, so you can do by your own. Just compare things. Okay, this also you can do by your own. This also you can do by your own. So this is a digit cards. Using the digit cards, you have to make the statement correct. So try to do by your own. Okay, so this many problems you can do by your own. So next is equivalent fraction. So what do you mean by equivalent fraction? Means we can see. So a half. So shade a half of the circle. Shade a half of the circle. Now shade 2/4 of the circle. 2/4 of the circle. Now shade 4/8 of the circle. So when you look at all the shaded region, you can see that all the shaded region are same. All the fractions, half, 2/4 and 4/8, all have the same region shaded. That means all fractions. So what do you mean by equivalent fractions? Equivalent fractions means they look different, but they are have same value. They have same value. They look different, but they have same value. That is called equivalent fraction. So they look different and they have same value. It is called equivalent fraction. So look here. So this is 1/3. So this is 2/6. So this is 3/9. This is 4/12. So this is 5/15. Okay, so this is 6/18. So when you look at all this fraction, 1/3, 2/6, 3/9, 4/12, 5/15, 6/18, all have the same amount of shaded region. 1/3 has the same amount of shaded region. 2/6 has the same amount of shaded region. 3/9 has the same amount of shaded region. 4/12 has the same amount of shaded region. 5/15 has the same amount of shaded region. 6/18 has the same amount of shaded region. That means all the fractions, they are equivalent. So how do you get an equivalent fraction? So from 1/3, how do you get 2/6? So if you multiply by the same number by numerator and denominator, if you multiply by a same number, you will get an equivalent fraction. So if you multiply 1/3 by 3, both numerator and denominator by 3, you will get 3/9. So it is an equivalent fraction. So if you multiply this 1/3 by both numerator and denominator by 4, you will get 4/12. It is also an equivalent fraction. Then if you multiply 1/3 by 5, you will get the same 5/15. It is also equivalent fraction. So how do you get an equivalent fraction? From if you multiply the numerator and denominator by the same number, if you multiply the numerator and denominator by the same number, you will get an equivalent fraction. So equivalent fractions are, how do you get equivalent fraction? Multiplying numerator and denominator by same number, you will get a unique fraction. You will get an equivalent fraction. Okay, so now look here. So it is how many 1/6 make 1/3? How many 1/6 make 1/3? So from 1/6, you want to figure out how many 1/3. So 1/3 means 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So 1/3 means this is 1/3. This is 1/3. So this is 1/3. This is also 1/3. So if you share 1/3 in the next box, that means this is also 1/3. This is also 1/3. So how many 1/3s are there? How many 1/3s are shaded? Two 1/3s are shaded. So how many 1/6 make 1/3? Two 1/6 make 1/3. Two 1/6 make 1/3. Two, if you shade two boxes, you will get 1/3. So how many 1/8 make 1/4? So 1/4. So from 1/8. So 1/4 times 2 gives you 8. 1/4 times 1 times 2. So that means how many 1/4 makes 2 1/8? 2. If you times by 2, you will get 1/8. So how many 1/2 make, how many 1/8 make 1/2? So 1/2 times 4. 2 times 4 gives you 8. So 4 1/8 make a half. So they are asked to find equivalent fraction. Equivalent fraction. So 1/2 something is the, you are asked to find what times 2 gives you 8. 4. So you want to do both operation on numerator and denominator. So 4. So the unknown number is 4. So 4 8. So you want to shade 4 rectangles. 4 rectangles. So here 1 4. How do you get into 8? So this is numerator is unknown. So 4 times 2 times 2. So you want to do shade two boxes. How many 1/12s make half? So you want to do what? From half, how do you get into? From 2, what operation you have to do to get 12? So if you times by 6, you will get 12. So you want to do both on numerator and denominator. So 6. So if you shade 6 boxes, you will get a half. So from 1/3, how do you get into 1/12? So find the equivalent fraction. 3 times 4 gives you 12. So times by 4. So 4/12 is 1/3. So 4/12 is 1/3. So remaining questions 1/4 and 1/6 you can do as by your own. 1/4 and 1/6 you can do by your own. Now you want to figure out the equivalent fraction. So 4 8. So here So 4 8 is equivalent to 1 half. 2/3. So two parts are shaded. So 6/9. So 2/3 is equivalent to 6/9. How do you get? Times by 3. Times by 3, you will get 6/9. So you do both the operations on numerator and denominator. Then you will figure out the equivalent fraction. So 3. 4 times 2 gives you 8. So 3 times 2 gives you 6. So here look here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6/8. So here only 1 is the. Here from 4 to 8, what operation? Divide by 2. So here 2. So if you divide this 2, 8 divided by 2 gives you 4. So 2 divided by 2 gives you 1. Shade the boxes as said. So total you want to figure out how many boxes are there. Total 6 boxes are there. So what is the next step? You want to figure out the numerator. So what is the numerator? From 3 to 6, what operation? Times by 2. So 2, you have to do the same operation. So 4/6. So how many boxes you want to shade? 4 boxes you want to shade. 4 boxes. So B. So B 3/4. So you want to count the number of boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 3/4, 8. Total 8 boxes are there. So 4 times 2 gives you 8. So 3 times 2 gives you 6. So you want to shade 6 boxes. So you can do 6 C and D by your own. Find the equivalent fraction and shade. Fill in the boxes. So you want to figure out what operation you have done. From 6 to 24, you have to times by 4. So you want to do both numerator and denominator same operation. So from 6 to 24, if you times by 4, you will get 24. So you want to do same operation. So 4/24. From 8 to 24, you times by 3. So you want to do on both numerators. So 12. So like that you can do. So here 10 to 90, you want to figure out what operation. Same operation you can do in the numerator. So 2 to 12, how do you get? Times by 6. So you do the same operation, times by 6. Like that you find the remaining. So from 60 to 63 to 9, if you divide by 7, you will get 63 divided by 7 gives you 9. Just like that, 42 divided by 7 is 6. So you want to figure out what number you divide, because here unknown is smaller number. Unknown is smaller number. If the unknown is smaller number, you have to do division to find the unknown number. If the unknown is smaller number, you have to do division to figure out the unknown number. So here also unknown number is smaller number, so you have to divide. So 24 divided by what gives you 4. So 24 divided by 6 gives you 4. So 12 divided by something 6, same 6. 12 divided by 6 is 2. So if bigger number is unknown, you have to do multiplication. If smaller number is unknown, you want to do division. If bigger number is unknown, you have to do multiplication. If smaller number is unknown, you have to do division. So these questions you can do as a practice questions. Okay, so this is equivalent fraction word problems. So look at this problem. It is given, and Sue bakes cookies, shared 3 out of 10 of 10 with the neighbor. 3 out of 10 shared to neighbor. So if she gives 50 cookies to her neighbor, that means 15 cookies to neighbor. You want to figure out how many cookies the ant had baked. So this 3 over 10 means what? It is shared to neighbor. So what is this 3? 3 means the number of cookies she shared, over denominator shows total number of cookies. Out of total number of cookies, she shared only 3. So 15 means the number of cookies she made. Divide by total number. Total number is unknown. So you want to make an equivalent fraction from the question given. What is given in the question? 3 out of 10. 3 out of 10 shared with a neighbor means how do you write that in what does that mean? 3 out of 10 means the numerator shows the number of cookies she shared. That is what they shared to neighbor. So 3 shows the number of cookies she shared. 10 shows the total cookies she made. So it is already given 15 cookies she shared. So 15 over, we don't know what is the total number. So you want to find the total number. So 3 times what gives you 15. So 3 over 10 is same as 15 over something. So 3 times 5. So 10 times 5. So 50. So she made 50 cookies. So you want to make an equivalent fraction and find the unknown thing. So in this equivalent fraction problems, you want to understand what is the fraction given, what is the numerator and denominator given in the question. So you want to write what is the numerator and what is the denominator given in the question. So it is given 3 out of them are shared. It is given shared. So numerator shows the shared thing, and 10 means the number of cookies she made. So 3 is the number of cookies she shared, and 10 shows the number of cookies she made. So this question also, at school teachers surveyed color preferences. So 21 students. So 21 students means total students is 21. Total students is 21. Out of every 7 students surveyed, 4 said they like blue best. So that means fraction of students like blue. What is the fraction? Out of 7 students, that is 7, 4 said they like blue. That means 4 said blue and 7 is the total number. So what is the fraction? blue colored, number of blue color students who like blue divided by total students. So you want to figure out how many students like blue. So already given total students is 21. So 4 over 7 equals, we don't know how many students are there who like blue. So dash over total students is 21. So 7 times 3 gives you 21. 4 times 3 is 12. So you want to frame an equivalent fraction. If you frame the equivalent fraction, you can do this type of problem. So understand what is total number, and what is the numerator part. Identify what is the numerator part and what is the total number. Once you figure out that, you can do all the problems. It is easy. It is an easy question. Like that, you try to do this problem. 81 customers. 81 customers means total customers. Total customers is given. 81. 5 of 9 pick up garden tools. So, what is the numerator? Pick up garden tools is the numerator. Garden tools divide by, so always denominator will be total number. It is already given 5 out of 9. So 5 out of 9 equals, we don't know how many customers brought. So dash over 81. So find the equivalent fraction. So 9 times 9. So 5 times 9. That is 45. So understand what is the numerator of the fraction. Then you can figure out what to do. And sometimes they will be given the total number, and from the fraction you compare, you write the equivalent fraction. So you can do the next word problems by your own. So all these problems, so try to do by your own. Make equivalent fractions. Find what is the numerator.